What's going on, everybody? We're back with yet another video. I'm gonna say it this time. Got husband, wife, and Pookie right there. Today's a wonderful day. The sun's out, the weather's good. We're about to go on a mini journey. And what else, love?
That's it.
I guess we'll see you when we get there. What's happening? So we're about to go to this park that we had our engagement barbecue at, and it's a park that is extremely special to us, I guess, because this is where we had all our friends and some family when we made the announcement of our engagement. How long have we been married now, love?
We've been married for about 9 months now.
9 months? It feels like it has been longer than 9 months.
It goes by
Honestly.
quickly, you know. When you really don't pay attention to it, it kind of goes by quickly.
We were not paying attention to the time, but every time we talk about it, it's like, oh, it feels like it's been forever since we've been married.
Yeah,
and
a lot of people always ask me, oh, what does it feel like to be married? I'm like, it's too soon to tell. We've only been married but for so long. You know, come back in a couple months or next year or something and ask me again.
We always said, like, ask us in a year.
You know.
It's too soon to tell. Like, obviously we love being married, but it's a little too
soon to ask me
say how it is. But it's been going great so far. Every married couple has their little hiccups along the way. Not that it's been smooth sailing, but it's been good. We've had an amazing time so far, and we're looking forward to the many more years that we will be graced with together.
Absolutely.
Yeah, marriage is a beautiful thing, and many people don't want to get married.
Some people do,
Some
but
people are afraid of it.
I think everybody's just waiting for the right person or the right one to come into their lives. You know, some people be in relationships and, you know, something happens and they're ready to call it quits. You know, not giving that person a chance. You know, maybe it could be fixed, or depending on, you know, what happened. Not everything is fixable, but
sometimes, you know, people are like conditioned to, when things go bad, they just like call it quits and like, you know what, I don't want you anymore, bye.
Yeah.
I don't need you. And people like that are a problem.
Not necessarily a problem, but
They're a problem,
they've been through a lot. You know, if you've been cheated on a lot, or if you've been abused, or you've been in certain relationships
been, like,
that
some kind of
you
turmoil.
know, it doesn't feel like you want to go through it again. So once that's like a red flag. Once you see it come up, like, you don't even want to deal with it. You're like, you know what, on to the next one. This isn't gonna work. You know, I'm not gonna waste my time trying to, you know, get this person to be on the same page that I'm on. So you just, I mean, take your loss and
you call
on
it
to the
quits.
next one.
But, you know, giving up on a person so quickly, you know, nobody is perfect.
No, not at all.
Unless it's like a reason that is unfixable. But I feel like every situation can be fixed.
For me, I don't.
Unless, like, trust has been broken.
Absolutely.
So if
trust is
abuse, broken, because when trust is broken, it's really hard to get it back.
Yeah.
It's hard.
You know?
So what we've said, we want to be honest with each other through and through, not abuse each other's trust. Well, we don't want to break that in the marriage, because it's going to be really hard to come back from that. Yeah, so
trust and obedience and patience. You know, a lot of those things go a long way when you're in a relationship with someone. You have to understand the person's values and what it really means to be in a relationship with someone, especially a committed relationship. If you're planning on being with this person for the rest of your life,
wow,
you know, it's really serious that you take the other person's feelings into consideration. You know, you can't act like you're single when you want to. Like, now you have to start changing your patterns on the way you think and the way you do stuff, because now you're not thinking for yourself anymore. Now you're thinking for your partner.
The pair of you. Exactly.
Know? Especially if like one of you have kids, or now you have to throw the kids into the situation on, okay, what's best for me and the kids, and what's best for her kids, and things like that.
That's if you have kids
always
outside
play, a role in how you guys are gonna make it work. Because not a lot of people know how to make it work when kids are involved. It's easy to just pick up and leave when you don't really have to deal with the kids, but when you have a kid involved, especially if the kid met your partner and now the partner decides to break it off, or y'all split up, now you have impacted the kid in some form of way, and now the kid is left thinking, okay, what happened to that guy, what happened to that girl?
Is he not coming around no more? Is she not coming around no more?
So those things you have to really take into consideration when you're dating somebody
or married to them,
and you feel like y'all are going to be in a committed relationship. You have to take each other's life very serious and put yourself in their shoes, and how would it affect you if that was you.
So to segue into like another little point of discussion, when you both come into a relationship with kids, and then you have obviously your partner from a previous relationship, sometimes they tend to get a little spicy or a little bitter, but we will delve into that like real soon.
Change of plans. We didn't end up going to Glen Island. It was temporarily closed due to COVID. They're being safe for right now. So right now, where are we left?
We're at Harbour Island Park, and it's in New Rochelle, and it's not too far from Glen Island.
Pretty nice.
Cute.
Got some people out here enjoying the weather. But to continue on the topic, we were speaking on baby mothers and
baby daddies.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
From previous relationships.
Yeah. So going forward, you'll have bitter baby mamas and bitter baby fathers, right? So when it means to be bitter, it means you don't want the next person to be happy. So what you do is you do everything in your power to jeopardize or to make them unhappy, or to mess up whatever they got going on, right? So that makes you bitter. So for the bitter baby daddies out there, because the stereotype is always bitter baby mamas. Some people feel like there ain't baby daddies out there, but
ain't bitter.
Yeah, but there's bitter baby daddies out there. I know a couple of them, but I know a couple of them out there that they feel that they don't want they baby mothers to be with the next man or be happy or just be successful in life. They'll try and do anything to mess up what they got going on.
A little bit of happiness that they got. But you feel like they do this because they're not happy in their relationship or not in a relationship?
Well, for me, I think
they feel like they should jeopardize
anybody who's bitter always feels some kind of jealousy or feel like they're the one that's supposed to be happy,
Wow.
you know, instead of their previous partner being happy. So for me, I would feel like if you're in a relationship, right, and it doesn't work, all right, cool, you know, life happens, but you have to find yourself and be happy that, okay, maybe this wasn't for me, you know what I mean, maybe there's somebody else out there for me, and you go chase, or you go, you know, put the energy out there to find somebody that appreciates you for who you are and what you bring to the table. But instead, you put your energy into making that person's life hell and putting them through all kinds of, you know what I mean, stuff that they can't get to see their kid, or, you know, it's hard for them to even reach the kid. And now it's like, what's all that necessary? Because now at the end of the day, the kid is the one that's actually being hurt, and the kid doesn't even realize it because the kid may be too young and doesn't understand, you know, that mom ain't around or dad ain't around.
You get the moms who withhold their kids from their fathers just because their fathers have moved on and are in new relationships. Right? And then they withhold the kids, and the kids don't ever get to see their dads, or they just talk behind the father's back. And I don't get it. Like, why would you talk bad about your child's father to your child's face? Now the kid grows up with that mentality, knowing that, oh, my dad is like this and like that and like this and like that, you know? It's unnecessary to be spewing those things in kids' minds, especially because they're so innocent. Kids are impressionable.
And right now, the kids grow up thinking that their parents don't love them, or the parents, you know, don't feel that they're their kid, you know, and those are some of the traumas that the kids face growing up, and they turn out to be real bad, you know what I mean, people growing up because of what their parents put them through. And for the men out there, you know, if you in your life have a child and you're not taking responsibility of that child, you also share responsibility of how that kid turns out later on in life. You know, you can't always put everything on the mother to make sure the kid is not being A-okay. You know, some mental issues that kids grow up with is being absent fathers, and a lot of fathers don't take responsibility for, you know, being absent, you know. And on the flip side, you know, the bitter baby fathers, you know, they may see their baby mothers with, you know, a new man, or they see them doing successful in life, and they feel like, oh, they're not supposed to be happy because they didn't make me happy, or when we were together, you know, you treated me like this, or
you know, sometimes things don't work out for a reason.
Right, exactly.
And for that reason, it didn't work out. You don't have to be bitter for it, you know. Leave your other person to be happy in the future that they have chosen for themselves.
Right. So when you see somebody doing good in life, you just gotta focus on yourself and do what, you know, is best for you, regardless of your past relationship. If your previous, you know, partner moved on and became happy, then, you know what I mean, you try and do the same. You can't fault them for finding happiness or finding love, you know, because, you know, everyone out there has somebody for them. You know, you just have to actually find them, and when you do, you know, you hold on to them. But when you have the bitter ones out there, they make life harder for the parent to actually to parent and, you know what I mean, be happy. You know what I mean, one less stress, you know what I mean, is always a good thing. But life will be so easy if, you know, you just learn to be happy within yourself and stop, you know what I mean, making
other person's life so hard.
Right.
But who's to say that they're not going to find happiness? You know, I feel like you find your happiness when you stop holding other people hostage in your heart.
Right.
Like, you leave him, he's moved on, or she's moved on with her life. Leave them, and once you've released and you're free, then you find happiness.
It's also a mindset. You know, you have to be able to channel your mind to know that, okay, I'm over this person, I don't need this person in my life, and now you start to focus more on yourself and your goals and your happiness and what you have, you know, in store for your life. So once you come in terms with that, then, you know, everything would probably be okay, you know. But you can't rush jumping into another relationship just
don't rush
because
the process.
you lost your
Because what happens is you will go into the new relationship with scars.
Yeah, and you
from
bring
your
in
previous
baggage
relationship.
into you gotta give your time, self time to heal.
You hold the new person also. The new person can't fulfill whatever job that they have to do because you've held them up to some standard of your ex.
Right.
So it's never gonna happen.
Exactly. So it's also another thing when you have your exes, and not exes, but your baby mother or your baby father is going to be in your life forever, regardless of how y'all turn out. Whether if y'all work out or not, that person's going to be in your life forever just because of the child. So it only makes sense to try and be on good terms for the sake of the child, because the child is basically what is holding y'all two together, so it doesn't make sense to be at war with each other or be bitter between each other. Like the best thing y'all could do for each other is, just be good co-parents, and hopefully the child will understand that mom and dad didn't work out together. But at least they have a good relationship and a good rapport, that it doesn't rub off on the kids. And the kids turn out to be good people when they grow up, because they had a good parenting system. But for some of the women out there that feel that the men don't deserve to be in a good relationship because of what they did to them, they scarred them.
Doesn't mean that he's not gonna change.
They feel like they are owed the things that the man did to them. So anything that he gets, he has to pay it back. And sometimes you just gotta, throw all that away. Focus more on yourself. Do
good by you.
Right.
Keep doing good by you.
And another thing, there's this person I know. I don't know if you know him, but
let's not say. You're not saying names.
No, not a actual person, but
okay.
Her name's Karma.
I know Karma.
You know Karma.
That's a good one.
You know Karma.
I know Karma.
I know some of y'all know Karma.
You
come across Karma. Trust me, Karma does not forget. Our memory goodish, man. I tell you, Karma will find you and will remind you heavily
of the wrong you've done.
I'm telling you,
do unto others what you want to be done unto you.
Exactly.
Really. Don't be a bitter baby mama. Don't be a bitter baby daddy.
Exactly.
Like, let the person the person you were in a relationship with previously, let them flourish. Let them have the good life that they want to now have. And as I said, who's to say it's not going to happen for you? Exactly. You just need to release the person in your heart, and you might find someone for you.
Right.
You're never going to find happiness if you're holding on to the other person's happiness. Just release it. Let it be.
Right. If you feel or you believe in karma, then eventually, if you believe that person, karma is going to catch up to them, then you let karma deal with it. You don't deal with it. Eventually,
everybody gets what's coming to them.
Exactly. You don't be the karma, and don't get in the way of anybody else's karma too, because some people be out there trying to save people who getting what they deserve, and y'all out there playing superhero, So just keep that in mind, that whatever y'all do in life, do it to the best of your ability, and do it with a pure heart. Don't go out there being vindictive and malicious, and trying to spoil anybody's joy. The best revenge is success. Showing
success. Doing good.
Yeah, yes, showing that you've overcome anything that anybody else had planned for you to fail. You step above and beyond where people thought that you was gonna fail. So you always gotta put yourself, forward, and don't put nobody before you or your kids. And always put God first.
Always
Put God first in everything. If you feel that you fail in some aspect, or you feel that you need help, just seek God. Pray about it, and take to the Lord in prayer.
This is the thing about us. Like, we'll always put in something about God within our vlogs. or our videos or in just real life.
Without
that's
God,
who
nothing
we
is
are.
possible. You know, we wouldn't be where we are today
No,
if it
sir.
wasn't for the man upstairs. You know, we have to give thanks
No,
to
sir.
God every day. You know what I mean? We may not, you know what I mean, preach or be out here on the pulpit, but we all have to acknowledge God at some point in our lives. And if you don't acknowledge the creator of all things, then, you know, you're missing a whole part of your daily life.
Sure.
You know, it's very important that you thank the man upstairs every day you wake up. You have, you know, your good health. You can see, you can walk. You know what I mean? You can go to work. You can make your money. You're able to watch this video. You know, that's you know, that's a lot, because some people aren't able to do that. You know, there's a lot of people out there who have less than we do, but you know what I mean, they make it work.
They're doing by with the little
you know,
that they have.
And you have to be thankful for what you have, because there's people out here who have less than what you have. You know, so every day you just thank God and just always remember to put him first, because without him we are nothing. You know, and for all our subscribers out there, we want to thank y'all for tuning in.
Subscribing to
thank
this channel
you
also.
for liking and commenting. We appreciate everyone. You know, and going forward, always share our video, comment, like, you know, repost.
We want to see those thumbs up in the description, in the comments, whatever it is.
We like to see all those things. Absolutely.
You know, we're growing. We don't know where we're gonna go with this, but we're going to the top.
We're a growing channel, and you know, we love our supporters, and we always love to hear what y'all have to say. But where we gonna catch them, love?
You already know this, guys. I'm gonna catch you on the flip side.